mermaids and mermen, this is Meagan Mermaid, author of the forthcoming book Mermaid Mystery School and the forthcoming Mermaid Empowerment Oracle deck. And this is your weekly Mermaid Oracle message for the week of August 12th through August 18th. And we have a big week ahead. Jupiter is direct, Mercury moves back into Leo after going retrograde, and we have a full moon in Aquarius. So we have a lot of exciting changes. We had the Lion's Gate last week, so lots of things to catch up on. But before we begin, let's take a moment to center ourselves. So go ahead and take a deep breath in and exhale it out. Taking another deep breath in, exhaling it out, and taking one final deep breath in to become present in this space, and exhale it out. And as always, I work with the pink flame of cosmic divine love, which orchestrates beauty and passion and grace and artistry and creativity. So let's go ahead and call in the pink flame by following after me. Pink flame of divine love, infuse my heart. Pink flame of divine love, infuse my soul. Pink flame of divine love, infuse my mind. Pink flame of divine love, make me whole. Charge, charge, charge this space with beauty, passion, love, and grace. Charge, charge, charge my mind with cosmic love and light divine. And so it is. So I have a lot of decks to work with this week. I couldn't decide. I have the Mermaid Oracle deck by Lucy Cavendish. We have the Romance Angels deck by Doreen Virtue. The Forest Fairies deck by Lucy Cavendish. Angel Answers, Doreen Virtue. The Rider-Waite Tarot deck. And we have the Magical Mermaids deck from Doreen Virtue. So as always, I'm gonna knock 3 times on each of these decks. And I'm going to choose one card for Monday, Tuesday, one card for Wednesday, Thursday, and then one card for the weekend. So let's begin. Okay, so starting with the Mermaids deck. We have Monday and Tuesday, Wednesday and Thursday, and the weekend. All right, now the Romance Angels deck, because mermaids love romance. Mermaids love love. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and the weekend. And the Forest Fairies deck. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, the weekend, and looks like we have a bonus card. So now let's try Angel Answers. Get those answers that are sometimes amazing, sometimes frustrating. I'll be real. So we have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and the weekend, and some bonus cards. Now the Rider-Waite Tarot, which I choose with my left hand. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and the weekend. And last we have those Magical Mermaids. Yay! I will be traveling this week, so the mermaids are definitely gonna be with me, so that's why I wanted to choose 2 mermaid decks this week. Oh, okay. We have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, the weekend, and a bonus card. Any more bonus cards, guides, angels? Okay, they're saying one more mermaid card. Oh, 1. They give me 3. We're gonna have quite a bonus message, but let's start with Monday and Tuesday. How you integrating, mermaids and mermen? We just had a really powerful Lion's Gate portal opening on August 8th, and the portal is actually open. It opened on July 26th, which is my birthday, and it closes on August 12th, which is Monday. So what this time really allows us is to receive a new foundational blueprint from Sirius, because Sirius is conjunct to the sun. So what happens is we get upgraded in technology, in abundance in the way that we view ourselves, and allows us to heal and open up this galactic energy into our human consciousness so that we can continue to upgrade as souls or starseeds having a human experience. So this week is really about starting to download into your body those new galactic upgrades. And we had some crazy experiences with Venus last week. It was conjunct to the sun, or it was conjunct to Jupiter, and then the sun was conjunct to Jupiter, but then it was also quincunx to Saturn. So it's like we had this amazing time of expansion and beauty and love, and then we started doubting ourselves. Right? Isn't that how it always goes? Well, maybe this is too good to be true, or maybe I should be looking elsewhere, or maybe the rug is going to get pulled out from under me again, so I should just run, I should just doubt this, I should just let it go. But the mermaids are saying, hold on, hang in there, there's good stuff coming. Uranus just went retrograde in Taurus, so for the next couple of months, we're going to be experiencing a lot of internal shifts. And so that galactic energy that we got that may have seemed confronting in some ways because it's making us really see the world from new eyes, we're going to have time to really integrate that in the next couple of months. And Jupiter just went direct. So now there's movement, there's energy. We can really push forward and create new goals, new dreams, new aspirations. So let's see what the cards have to say for Monday and Tuesday. The mermaids are saying, first, music for manifesting. To manifest rapidly, think of your desire while you chant, hum, sing, or play music. So music is so powerful. And when we can tune into the energy of music, it allows us to be taken somewhere else. It allows us to understand on a deeper level how to heal. It opens stargates. It allows us to be connected to others that may be in different areas of the world. Music is the glue that allows our energy, our electrons, to vibrate in different ways and to create these different sound waves, these different frequencies in our bodies and our hearts and our minds. And energy is all sound. Energy is all frequency. So really pay attention to the songs that you're listening to, and maybe you're thinking about someone and a certain song comes on and it's telling you a message about them. Or maybe you want to get into a certain mood, you want to feel good, you want to feel confident. So put on some empowering music. But on Monday and Tuesday, just allow music to really guide you and to show you how you can embody this new frequency, because we're just getting used to it. And the tarot card is Ace of Wands. I love this card. This is all about a new passion, a new desire, a new message of action. With Jupiter going direct, this is a time where we can add new things to our plate, where we can look at things in a different way, where there's so much momentum. So don't hold out on this momentum, mermaids and mermen. Let yourself run wild. What is it that you want to create? The universe is supporting it, and music will help it along. So the Angel Answers card is look for a sign. Oh, and I was just talking about signs when we were talking about music and how you might think of someone and a certain song might come on, but there's going to be signs and messages that are leading you to this new path and this new direction. And so the forest fairies are saying the elf queen. Introverted, burden, and responsibility. That's interesting. So on Monday and Tuesday, you might feel overburdened by things that are actually a blessing, because it's overwhelming to your consciousness. What's happening right now is that you just received this huge energetic upgrade, and you're still trying to run on operating system ABC when you're over here on XYZ now. And so your body's like, what is going on? What's going on? How do I deal with this? And what do we do when we get overwhelmed? We feel stressed, we feel anxious, we feel tired, we feel overburdened. We go back into our old patterns, and you're gonna look and you're gonna see that if you're trying to go back to those old patterns of the way you used to soothe yourself, of the way you used to numb out, of the way you used to disconnect or self-sabotage yourself, it's not gonna work. It's gonna create more pain. So the romance angels are saying very soon, Clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. So rather than focus on this overwhelm that's taking you back to those old habits, why don't you choose to focus on what you want to create? All of the energy is saying, look for a sign. This is a new opportunity. Don't go looking in those old places thinking that you're going to find fulfillment anymore. It's just not going to happen. The mermaids are saying the mirror. Know thyself, self-examination. So everywhere you're going to see a mirror reflection of how you currently feel about yourself. It's going to be showing up in your work relationships, in your partnerships, in your family relationships. If you're having any type of conflict, it's a mirror. It's showing you, mermaids and mermen, where am I not loving myself? Where am I not accepting parts of myself? Because whatever we're not accepting or loving in ourselves, it's going to be showing up in the outer reality. So before we can move forward in this momentum, we have to decide in Uranus retrograde, how are we going to accept our uniqueness, our differences, our out-of-the-box ideas that maybe the world has never seen, because you're the one that's bringing them in. So you have to first decide that it's okay to be different, that your path is okay to be different, that your journey is not going to look like anybody else's because it's your journey. If you're trying to compare your journey to how everybody else's looks, well, this full moon in Aquarius is going to really take you for a ride, because you came here with a specific mission that only you can fulfill. And if you're trying to compare that to somebody else's, you're going to experience that anguish, that grief, that lack consciousness that is taking you away from focusing on how amazing your journey is, how amazing it is to be different, how amazing it is for you to bring something into this world that has never been in this world before. And yeah, it's really freaking scary to be different. It is, but you know what? You chose this. Your soul chose this. And so it's okay. And you can have your feelings about it, but listen to music that brings you back to this idea that this is a new positive change, and it's going to take some time to adjust to it, but it's good, I promise you. So as we move into midweek, we have a lot of really powerful, beautiful energy that's gonna help to stabilize these new upgrades. On Wednesday, we have Venus conjunct to the sun. So midweek is gonna be a great time for socializing, for romance, for feeling all those beautiful Venetian pink flame Venus qualities of love and beauty. So use that to your advantage, and remember how beautiful you are in your unique divine expression. And with the full moon in Aquarius, we have this time now where we're reaching this culmination since February of where we've been taking ourselves, where we've been going on this journey, on this divine purpose that we have. And so in the last 6 months, take a look back at where you were then to where you are now, because Aquarius is all about being a part of humanity and being a part of the people. It's the water bearer, so it's about you having your divine purpose where you're serving others. But Aquarius energy, and I should know because I'm an Aquarius rising, is totally different. If you meet one Aquarius, they will never be anything like another Aquarius, and that Aquarius will never be like any other Aquarius that's ever been, that ever will. So it's really about this like visionary energy of allowing yourself to be different, allowing yourself to really be out of the box, because you chose this starseed, you chose this mermaid, you chose to be different, because your differences show others that it's okay to be different. And we also have this beautiful energy of Mercury and Leo trying to Chiron. So we're going to be able to experience a lot of heart healing and a lot of inner child healing, maybe about when you were different or where you tried to do something different or visionary and maybe it didn't go so well and maybe you were judged for it. This is an opportunity to really heal that, because we need, all of us, allowing ourselves to be free and liberated in who we are in our unique divine expression. And if you're trying to copy somebody else, that's just not going to work. So the mermaids are saying, pay attention. Notice repetitious signs and your inner guidance as they can yield valuable information. So I don't know how much clearer they could make it for us this week. Monday and Tuesday, they're saying, notice the signs. Wednesday and Thursday, they're saying, pay attention. And I'm laughing so hard because my guides, they make it really hard for me not to pay attention. The other day, I drove into a coffee shop, and on one car, it said 777. On another car, it said 444. On another car, it said 888. And it was 4:44 p.m. when I saw all those signs. And I'm like, oh, I think there's a message. I think something's coming in right now. And so the more that you begin to notice, life is all about symbols, and your guides are speaking to you to give you the translation of those symbols. So if you start to pay attention to what's happening in your environment, you'll see that everything is speaking to you, telling you something about where you're supposed to be or where you're supposed to go, and letting you know that you're on the right track. So the tarot card is the High Priestess. So this is really about trusting your own inner intuition. And that's what Aquarius wants us to do. Before we can go out and help the masses, help humanity, we got to be okay with who we are. And we got to be confident in who we are. And the High Priestess is telling you that the answers are within. To pay attention to what your body is telling you. Pay attention to what your heart is telling you. Because your mind, your monkey mind, might be taking you a whole different direction, and if it's rooted in fear or anxiety or doubt, it's not your heart, it's not your body. So don't go down that road. Allow yourself to open to this heart healing that's available during midweek. The angels are saying within the next few months. So what we're doing is we're creating this new energetic blueprint that's going to carry us into the next few months. So if we can open up to the Stargate portal with Venus and Mercury and Chiron working together in this full moon to heal ourselves of those worries or fears about being different, about walking a different path, it's going to set us up for a lot of really powerful changes within the next few months. And the fairy card is the ancient experience lessons. So when this card comes up, it's saying, oh, mermaids and mermen, you are magical and you can't hide it anymore. You can't hide that light, no matter how hard you try. You can't just pretend to be a muggle and say, I'm not magical and I'm not a star being or whatever feels comfortable for you. I'm not a light worker. It's too late for that. Once you come out of that magical closet, you cannot go back in. And it's saying to trust your judgment, that it's safe. It's safe to be in your unique divine expression. The romance cards are saying a wedding. So this situation involves marriage. So perhaps there's some type of situation, whether you're already married or whether you're calling in that partnership, that sacred marriage, that this need to be comfortable with who you are first is going to be able to bring that energy in. And it's saying that this is a lesson that you're going to be experiencing for the next few months, that you're preparing yourself for this energetic marriage. And it could even be a marriage of your own masculine and feminine. And whether you're a man or a woman or non-binary, we all have masculine and feminine energy. So before we can connect with our sacred partner, we have to be fully aligned, fully complete, and fully balanced in our own masculine and feminine energy. So how do we do that? The mermaids are saying coral's wisdom. Delicacy, fragility, works that are created over great periods of time. So slow your roll, mermaids and mermen. This is taking a lot of energy and time, and it's okay to go slow. We don't just heal ancestral and DNA and karmic patterns overnight. It'd be nice if we could, but you gotta give yourself a little room to breathe here. This is really powerful work that you're doing, and it could be leading for some of you to that wedding, whether in yourself or calling in that sacred partner, where you can really take this partnership to a space of really deep commitment. But you have to trust yourself, like the High Priestess card says. You have to trust the wisdom that's coming into you, because everybody else, they can give you advice, they can give you their perspective, but only you are seeing the world through your eyes. So if you're trying to have someone else outside of you guide you into what only you know in your heart and your soul and your spirit, you're gonna be misled, because the angels, the mermaids, everyone is saying you can trust yourself, you can trust your intuition, even if it's different, even if it seems weird, even if it doesn't make any sense. You know in your heart of hearts what is right for you. So follow the signs that are telling you that yes, you are on the right path on Monday or Wednesday and Thursday. Monday and Tuesday too, every day. Just follow the signs that you're on the right path. So as we move into the weekend, energy might get a little wonky is a good word to say, because Mercury in Leo is coming back direct, and it just passed through Cancer. Now it's coming back in Leo, where it passed right before it went retrograde. So what we're doing now is revisiting some of those things that happened, those experiences that happened right before Mercury went retrograde. So you might notice that people start showing up again from your past, or situations that you experienced a month or two ago are kind of revisiting you, so that you can figure out if yes, indeed, you did learn the lesson here. And when Mercury is squaring Uranus, Uranus now in retrograde is all about our values. So it's going to be testing you about where you're looking to see where you're valued. And this energy can also mean that because we're so in our head and like it can take us off track and these changes can happen all of a sudden, you really need to be grounded this weekend. You really need to make sure that you're breathing, that you're taking it slow, that you have your list of to-dos and that you cross them all off and you double check, and you don't just drive with your purse on top of your car and leave it somewhere, because that's what Uranian energy does. It's so electric that we'll get hit by lightning and wonder how in the heck it happened. So if you're grounded, if you're present, if you're aware that this energy is already showing up to enlighten you, then it doesn't have to electrocute you. So let's see what the mermaids have to say. Rest. Oh, that's a good way to be grounded, is rest. You've been working hard. Take a nap and get some rest. So again, it's taking time for this new energetic imprint to manifest in your life, in your body, in your heart, in your mind, in your spirit. So if you're trying to just keep going like nothing happened, like you didn't just get this huge upgrade from your galactic star families, well, you're going to burn out real quick, especially with Uranus, and then something's going to hit you in the face and you're just going to be like, why? Why did I let that happen? Because you didn't rest. So do yourselves a favor and rest. The tarot card is the Seven of Wands. So this is a card of maybe feeling like you're being attacked in some way, and it could be your own mind that's attacking you, or it could just be everything that you want to do to get done that makes it feel like you're having to defend something. But what's happening here is that even though all of these wands are coming up against him, that this man here is actually in the winning space. He has the upper hand. And so we need to remember that as we work through this energy of the weekend, that no matter what may be coming up against you, and I'm hearing a lot of this is not even going to be actual events that are happening. It's going to be you testing yourself with these limiting beliefs that might be coming up against you, of whether or not this new thing that's coming in is good for you, whether or not you're good enough for it. You're going to be working through so much mental chatter that's just happening in the collective, because we're all up-leveling our ability to value ourselves and only go where we are valued, that it's going to require courage and self-mastery to stay present when you want to chase after a rabbit hole of fear thoughts. So the angels are saying within the next few weeks. So on midweek, we were discussing how we're setting ourselves up for the next few months, but this energy is setting us up for the next few weeks. So how are you going to set yourself up? in the coming weeks? Are you gonna set yourself up by having a game plan when you start to feel anxious, when you start to feel stressed, when you start to feel worried? What do? Do you meditate? Do you breathe? Do you take a walk in nature? How do you parent yourself in a good way? The fairies are saying sorceress, rituals, power, or will. So perhaps this is time for you to create some type of a ritual where when you feel a fear thought, or when you feel something coming up in your energy field that doesn't feel good, that feels uncomfortable, what is your ritual to handle it? The Romance card is saying finances and career. So financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. So maybe some of those fears and worries are that you want this wedding, you want this really powerful connection, you want this long-term commitment with your sacred partner, or you're already in sacred partnership and now these issues of money and career are coming up, or maybe you're working so much that you don't have time to spend with your sacred partner. But what it's saying is that there needs to be some type of a ritual for you to handle these challenges that are coming up. Because if you're prepared ahead of time, they're not going to take you down. You'll be able to up level and you won't have to keep repeating the lessons. So again, the mermaids are saying the unseen, too much is hidden from you. So we're not supposed to know everything that's going to be happening next weekend. And I'm actually going to be traveling. I'll be in Hawaii for the next 2 weeks. So I was going to make 2 videos. And I was even told by my guides that so much is going to change that if I made a video now, it wouldn't be relevant for the following week. So I'm having to surrender. We're all having to surrender and trust that there's a lot of changes that are taking place. And we don't need to know the answers. We just need to know how to parent ourselves, how to soothe ourselves, and how to walk ourselves through these changes. Because the changes are going to bring up all the fears, all the triggers, all the worries, because it's designed that way. It's designed that way so that we can move through them with ease. So the first bonus card is Isa, stillness, pause. So there's really this time of just taking a pause, of not worrying so much about what's going to happen, not worrying about where you're going to be in your life or with your sacred partner in a month or a year or 10 years from now, because that's going to create anxiety, because what's being created is going to blow your mind. It just really is. That's Aquarian energy. It's just mind-blowing. We can't even understand it because we're not there yet. So we're just getting what we can handle right now. So pause. It's okay. You don't have to know. It's going to be good, but you don't have to know because you won't get it now. And the angels are saying communicate clearly. And I love these dolphins here. So it's just reminding you to be playful, to tell the universe what you want and then let it go. Trust that things are being orchestrated for you if you believe. So if you just keep trusting that all is well and all will always be well, all is well and all will always be well, just say that over and over again. All is well and all will always be well. Then you know that no matter what's going to happen, it's okay. You're going to be okay. We're all going to be okay. We're moving away from this comfortable uncomfortableness to this new place. And that's challenging. I'll be real. It's okay to have those feelings. It's okay to feel challenged. But this is really requiring forgiveness. Forgiveness of what didn't work out, forgiveness of your family, forgiveness of the partnerships that didn't work out, and most importantly, forgiveness of yourself, because you as a higher being, as your oversoul, you chose a certain life experience, and your ego might have a lot of feelings about it. It might not understand why this didn't work out, or why that didn't work out, or why that door closed, and why this one's opening. But if you can forgive yourself and trust all is well and all will always be well, then you know that it's gonna be okay. But you have to forgive yourself. You have to forgive yourself. You have to forgive yourself if you want to bring in these new, powerful, positive changes. There's no other way. You have to allow yourself to receive what you're worthy of receiving. So how do we do that? Well, the mermaids are saying first, friendship. Make a date for play with your friends. Allow yourself to have fun. Don't be so serious, mermaids and mermen. The mermaids love to play. All elementals, whether you're a mermaid or a fairy or a unicorn, you gotta play, and you have to spend time with your friends. You have to have fun, because in those times where you're allowing yourself to have play, that's when those new creative ideas and sparks of inspiration, which Uranus and Aquarius is so famous for, comes through. You gotta be in a place to receive it. Playtime. Can they get any more clear? Pay attention to the signs and play. Contemplation time. Spend time alone, meditating upon what you truly desire. So on Monday and Tuesday, we got the card, what do you desire? What do you want in romance? Call it in. So not only in romance, but in your finances, in your career, in all of your relationships, in your body, in your mind, in your spirit. Spend time figuring out how you want it to be, because the universe can give you what you want, but if you don't know what you want, you're going to be saying, I want this, no, I want that, I want this, no, I want that. So the universe will give you a little of this and a little of that and a little of this and a little of that, and it's exhausting. So choose, and then say this or something better. So that way the universe knows, okay, well, your little ego thinks that this would make you happy, but because you allowed a little bit of expansion, a little bit of room for your guides and angels to come in, that you can be blessed with something even more powerful. And so the last thing, mermaids and mermen, is dream big. Let go of small thoughts about yourself and see yourself succeeding. This new powerful blueprint that we received in the Lion's Gate is bigger than anything we've ever experienced as a collective on this planet ever in the history of consciousness. And it takes a special level of worthiness to accept that you chose to incarnate on this planet at this time in history, because your mission is that big. And so if you're trying to hide, if you're trying to let others dictate where you're supposed to go, whether you're trying to please your family or your friends or society or anything, let that go. And with this full moon in Aquarius, decide to be that visionary. Decide to be who you came here to be. That's not going to look like anybody else that's ever existed in the history of life, because you are the only you that will ever be here. And so it's time to celebrate yourself. It's time to celebrate your differences. It's time to celebrate the uniqueness of you and choose to dream big and allow yourself to receive everything that is yours. You don't have to earn it, and you can't lose it. That's the beauty of grace. So accept it. Accept that you're here, accept that you're powerful, and accept that you deserve miracles and blessings and abundance every day. And so it is. So that's this week's Weekly Mermaid Oracle Message with Meagan Mermaid. If you're interested in getting your own readings, I offer one-on-one Zoom sessions as well as recorded readings for sacred partnership or relating to divine purpose, if that's something you're interested in. So you can check out my website at meaganmermaid.com. And until next time, angel wishes and mermaid kisses. Love you all, mermaids and mermen. Have a wonderful, wonderful week.